Welcome everybody. Happy New Year. Great day, great night, great morning, whichever time zone you're in. This your boy Dizan Designs, and I'm back. I'm finally got done with the lizard, and as you can tell, he's a big boy. Probably the most detailed, complex model I've ever dealt with, and I loved it, every single bit of it. Okay, so I've never been this excited about a model kit, period. But yeah, this one, it's top notch in my personal opinion. This is going on the top shelf, top of the line model kit. Okay, the accessories were great. The detail that they put in there was stupendous. Like, there's so much detail in this particular model that even when you cover it up with all the red here, which you saw in the previous video of just a skeleton, I mean, I appreciate, I really do. I appreciate this company for going all out, putting in detail that you'll never even be able to see, and and then cover it up with even more detail and make it more, I guess, more realistic or more mechanical. Yeah, I guess is that a word? Mechanicalistic? Yeah, uh, realistic. So if you want uh, a model kit that is realistic, functionality wise, cool looking, with plenty of different options, I suggest this particular model kit right here. Um, this is the first one of this brand. So if they do come out with some more, I'm gonna look at more into this company to see if they have anything else that tickles my fancy or whatever. But yeah, man, as you can see here, let me zoom in for you guys. There's one of the boxes I was telling you about in the previous video, and it says lizard right there, right? And then as you go over here, that's the instruction manual. Okay, um, just to give you guys a little hint about how thick the instruction manual is. All right, yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is a book. Okay, now I will say the reason why it looks as rough as it does is because um, it had a whole solid sheet of water stickers, and me being a dummy, never really dealing with water stickers before, it got wet. So but other than that though, it's a thick book, and that's the finished product without it being panel lined. So this is what you would get straight out the box. No stickers, no panel lining, none of that. So get that glare off, because I don't know why my halo light wants to give everything a glare now. But yeah, so yeah, scoop that back. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. And I already panel lined, put the water stickers on there, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the model kit itself. What can I say about it? It definitely has an option. So on this side here, right, I have everything opened up, and on this side here, everything is closed. Kind of has like a Gundam unicorn type feel. I think every mechanical thing now is trying to go for that open pockets, open accessory type thing. I do not own a unicorn yet, just simply because I don't like the detailing of it. But um, that's my personal preference. But yeah, so let's get up in that foot there. Okay, so that one's closed. You come over here, and that one's open, and it's got like a little claw that hangs off on the side there. Okay, this piece here that opens up over there is closed. Actually, zoom out a little bit. As you can see, that's closed. This one's open. There's not a lot of real open pieces on the outside, except for if I turn over here, you got the thrusters right there, and it opens up 3 different ways. So the thrusters in here with this green, yeah, that moves. Oh man. And I could have sworn I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but apparently I did not. Sorry about that. And I'm trying to turn it off because all right. Sorry about that. So back where were we? I forgot where we was at. That's the thing about doing live streaming. But yeah, so you just look at that. In here, I didn't quite get the gimmick, but there is another dagger up in there that it can pull out. But either I'll put it in there improperly or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if you guys can really see that in there. So right up in here is a blade. But yeah. What else? Apparently they really want to get in contact with me. I'm just gonna take give me one moment. All right, so oh, am I going to redo this video? No, because I'm lazy that way. Anyhow, but you get up in here, and that's opened up right here in this silver piece here. Yeah, so that opens up, whereas the other side is closed up. All right. What else opens up? These little red pieces here, those move in and out. Okay. Also, this right here, this little red piece, I do believe, yeah, that opens up also. So if you go over here and you look on the other side, yeah, so that opens up also. All right. I don't think anything opens up. That just stays there like that. But on the shoulder, he does have some Gatling action right there, or little mini guns there. All right, and also on the shoulder, that opens up so you can see some more of that silver. All right, and the head detail, we're gonna get back to that because I like what they did with it, but I chose to go with the, we're gonna say the lizard head, because if you are a Gundam fan and you want that Gundam-ish look, you can take this little red piece off, take the visor off, and it does have a Gundam-ish look. Okay, and we will get into that. Let's see what else. So if you look here at this shoulder blade, that's closed, come over here to this other shoulder blade, and that's actually opened. Okay, I took the liberty of just going ahead and I put the, man, this is terrible. I put a lizard symbol there. I also took the one that I guess they didn't want you to use, but I went ahead and used it anyway for the company, which is called In Era. So I went ahead and I strapped that on the its right shoulder. So I did that. Let's get into the back. All right. So this is pretty much the back of it. I want to say, if you know, for you Gundam fans, you're probably saying this looks like a Zaku. I believe. I've never liked the Zaku, never owned a Zaku, probably never will. But this particular one I like. So, because one, it's not a Zaku. I never liked that whole one-eyed Cyclops thing going. Alright. Let me see if I can just get it off the stand. Alright, so yeah. So once you get it off the stand, this is pretty much what it looks like. You know, zoom in there. And it also has like some extra little options. So right here, that comes out, whereas on this side, it's still underneath the foot there. All right, that's opened up to max capacity, and you got that there. So you got some of that nice gold and an unexpected green. Like there's so much detail going on underneath all the red that, yeah. You got some other stuff going on right here. Like I said, you got that. That's all on the leg. Alright. It's little, I don't know. I call them butt cheeks. I don't know the proper name for them. Butt shields. But they open up pretty good. I personally wished that these would open up a lot more and stay open, because there's a lot of gold and silver going on up underneath there. Let's see if I can lift it up so you guys can really see that. But yeah, see some of that gold and that silver going on up in there. I really like that. All right, cause and then it's got that going on. The most plainest part on this is probably the back, because you're not really going to see the back after you put all the accessories and everything on it. You're really not going to see all that, but yeah, there's some more silver where you can open it up there, and of course I got it closed over here. Even on like the arms, there's that, and I hope it doesn't pop open, because I've been having issues with my copy where the shoulders like to pop off on my copy. There's green underneath there, and then you got like this tinge of blue, or this optic blue energy looking thing there. That yeah, I like that. It was different, because normally on like any type of mecha, you know, it's usually like on the top of the wrist, or you know, like energy blast or something like that. But no, they did not go with that. Here's one of the accessories there. You got the dagger, you know, so you got yourself a little energy dagger, and you just pull it off, and it goes inside of that leg right there. Right, but that's that. The other accessory, as you can see, is his sword. If I can get it out. So yeah, and it's basically it's the same handle, and he's not gonna stand. It's the same handle as the knife, so you just whichever energy effect you want, That's what you use, okay? As far as when I was talking about the head, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. I'm just gonna pop it off. Oh wow, neck and everything just came off. So we can, hopefully we can fix that real quick. Can we? Can we? Yes, we can. Cause we can build it. Build a Bob reference there for anyone old enough to remember that. So yeah, you just, well, if I can just squeeze it in there. I might not be able to. I might just have to take the whole thing out like so. Lay him down so he doesn't fall. Da, 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 da. And everything that could go wrong in this video so far has almost gone wrong. You know. See. Alright, so we got the neck. But I really don't need the neck to show you guys the head. So that goes down, up. Okay. I actually kind of like it up, to be honest with you. Now, like I said, it's got a visor. Okay. The white piece in there, you can option out for that to be all red. I wanted to change up the color scheme instead of it being all just solid red, so that's why I went with that. But you can also, I forgot how I put that on there, but you can also take this piece off right here. All right, take that off, and if you're really feeling that whole Gundam-ish type thing, you know, so you can. So that's basically what it looks like as its Gundam-ish mode. I'm not going to be able to take off the blue, but underneath there, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has golden eyes, so it does have two golden eyes, not that Zaku Cyclops looking thing, right? So that's that. As I said in previous videos, I want to get away from the whole Gundam stuff because I feel like in my stage of model building, I have, how can you say, surpassed the whole Gundam stage. I've done pretty much everything, and this is supposed to be the equivalent of a perfect grade Gundam, because there is a particular person that keeps on trying to get me a perfect grade unicorn, and I was like, you get that, it's gonna be a waste of money because I don't like the unicorn. I'm not gonna build a unicorn. So yeah, where most people just, I don't know, maybe I'm just old fashioned or something like that, but all the mainstream Gundam series and stuff that people for some unknown reason are loving, I hate. I'm not gonna say hate. I'm not gonna say hate. Yeah, I don't like. Unicorn. Don't like. Seed. Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, but so I want to start. Like I said, I want to start getting into other things besides just the Gundam model kits, because honestly, 2024 was very disappointing when it came to the Gundam kits that I was receiving. Okay, so we're just gonna take him, put him away, get into more accessories. So here's this axe, okay, which also doubles into a single axe, or when he's not using it, not he, it does that. You just mount it on its backpack. Okay, so you got that right there. All right. And the detail on this, yeah, it's got pretty much the only thing I have to complain about this is for some unknown reason they decided to do this, right? And then you got just plain silver. I would prefer to have all this, right? Ugh. I don't know why that's going like that. I really prefer to have it looking like this rather than like that. But that's just my personal preference, you know. Everybody has their own personal preference. And then for the other one, because he comes with two, it comes with two. This is the effects, the energy effects. All right. So yeah, I have the power. Or if you're a Halo fan, it kind of looks like the Covenant knife if you turn it that way. Okay, so yeah, and it can do the same thing. And if you want, you can still close it up just like that, and you can still mount it with the energy effects still on it. So, and I do believe that's pretty much what I'm going to do is just keep it mounted like that. And then its main weapon of choice, okay, is this. So you have, oh man, you have the backpack and the 4 miniguns. Okay, well, when you have a make that big, they're not really considered miniguns, but yeah, it's got plenty of artillery, and yeah. So let's just take a look at maybe one of them if you can. All right, so there's that. Bam. All right, and they do turn, so that's pretty cool. All right, and blam. Then you got for the back. Now the shielding, you can take the shielding off, which is these parts right here. You can take those off, but I'm not. That's just, you know, that's just me. The backpack itself, it does have some articulation, right? It's got that type of articulation. Goes back, forward, up, down just a little bit. You can separate these from this middle piece there. I'm gonna choose not to. These right here, this is where you put your axes or your or your other guns, axe guns, whichever you want. And if you want to mount your miniguns, they'll mount right there on the brown pieces, right? So let's see if we can get this mounted onto the big boy and get some action. Alright. So I don't know which one would be safer to put them on the stand first. So let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so got them on the stand. I'm looking at you. Or you guys are looking at him. It. I'm telling you. I'm probably gonna get fussed as like, stop calling it a him. But yeah. In today's society, everybody's very sensitive about he, she, they, it. Just be good people. Just good people. It doesn't matter. All right. Just be a good person. Alright, so we're going to take this one right here, fold it in, and it's going to mount it right up in there. Alright, going to take this one right here. Oh! That just popped out of nowhere. Huh. Alright. And that's going to pop in right there. And as I said, you can keep the effects on there and still, you know, do that. And then you're going to need these two adapters here. So if you don't want it to hold the guns in his hands, which it can do, you can use these adapters to put on the forearms. I'm going to use those because my favorite Gundam, for all you that have been watching me for a while, I appreciate the support. Know that my favorite Gundam of all time is Heavy Arms. So, try to remember which way which one goes. So those just going to clip on the back there. Get the other one and clip that on. Alright, so you guys can see the clips. So yeah, you just put those clips on right there. Okay. Alright, and then just get the bad boys, and you just I think I got these in the wrong way, I do believe. Huh. And no, I have not put these on here before, so I think I got like either the gun turned on, can someone please tell me in the comments what they actually call this? I call them the I don't know what to call them, but they are either I built it wrong or they're just not very flexible. I don't know. But I do know that it can be a test to get these on here. Alright. And one thing with my copy, the gun turns keep wanting to fall off. So that's one. Alright. And then we're just gonna go in here and be sure that this tab right here, let me see if you got it. So this tab right there, make sure that's down, okay, when you do it. So yeah, because otherwise it will not tab in correctly. All right, so there is the Mechabot itself. Let's see if I can't get it to do something here. Yeah, so it's going to be very limited on its articulation when you get everything on there because of the weight. So that is definitely an issue, is the weight. Not that it can't hold it up, but I'm just, because my copy was so tight, I'm afraid to try to do any dynamic poses with it. So any poses I'm going to do will be in the short. But yeah, these do turn, and the turns, they do go up and down, as you can see. All right. Yeah, that's, man. Oh, yeah, I love this thing, you know. Now, like I said, I got this in Christmas, and I'm just now getting done with it because I took my time. Of course, I did some real life stuff, so you know I took time off for that. But each day I put in probably, I don't know, about 4 to 6 hours, along with my work, and then working out, going to the gym. So, you know, I had full whole days. Didn't really play any video games. Didn't do a lot of reading. Yeah, you know. So, yeah, spent time with the family. But, you know, I'm happy that I finally got it done. And, you know, it's, I like it. You know, I just, man, what is there I can say bad about this? What is the worst part? Probably I had to glue the sliding pieces on the shoulder. That's probably like the worst thing I had to do, is because they kept popping off. So I glued these, and right down here, I think I cut the tab a little bit too close, and so it doesn't really stay on. So as soon as I move this leg here, this pops off. So that's why I'm not really messing around with the legs or moving it around. But yeah, that pops off. This one's pretty good. Pretty good. My first experience with water decals was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I would definitely have to say, I think I like the rub-on stickers better. You know, if I have to go between like regular stickers, water stickers, and the rub-on stickers, I'm really going to have to say I like the rub-on stickers probably the best, because I again, my first time using water stickers and water decals. They're not stickers, decals. And yeah, but I like it. Man, this is gonna look good. So just to give you guys a measurement of size. So this, I'm gonna put this Gundam here. Now this is a master grade Gundam. All right, it is the RX-78 Titan, which is bigger than a normal master grade. All right, and from what I'm understanding, there is also a mega grade, which is bigger than the perfect grade, but not as detailed. So just to give you a hint of size comparison, all right, master grade, I would definitely say this is probably closer to a perfect grade, and the mega grade is supposed to be bigger than a perfect grade. I don't know if they consider this a perfect grade or not, considering it's a different company and that not Bandai. But for the enjoyment, for the pleasure, well, enjoyment and pleasure is the same thing, and the satisfaction of having something that I didn't design it, but I built and panel lined the way I wanted to, put the decals where I wanted to. Overall, I'm enjoying this one a lot more than any other Gundam that I've ever put together, okay? And as I said before, you put one Gundam together, you've put them all together, okay? Except for, you know what? Let me retract that. There's two Gundam models that I actually have built, that I've done. I just haven't done a review for them. But the Master Grade SG, or not Master Grade Super Deform, I guess is what it's called. All right, I like those. Bandai needs to stick with that line right there, because those are far better than their Master Grades, far better than their high grades and the real grades. To be honest with you, it's a combination of all the worlds put together in a cute way. So any other Gundams that I may pick up, it's probably going to be from that line. Other than that, any other model kits I'm gonna get, it's going to be from this company, Transformers, ZZA. There's another company, Motor Motion. I can't think of any other model kits that I've picked up that I've enjoyed. I have two other ones coming in, because again, this channel I started off with doing motivation. Now I'm doing Transformers, model kits, toys, figurines, collectibles. So eventually I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna be reviewing everything from, yeah. And just, you guys just let me know what you think. But I'm just excited about this one. And yeah. To only have like a couple of things bad to say about this, this is by far a 5 out of 5 easy model kit. Now I suggest it to anyone that is wanting something new, something different, time consuming, that you're going to be so proud of, that you built this from scratch. I suggest this automatically. Okay, so this your boy Dizan Designs saying stay blessed, stay healthy, positive, and I'm out.